Hi.
Hey everyone, happy Sunday. This is Marilyn Monroe, the culture conversationalist with SwagHer magazine, doing a sisterhood spotlight to another amazing, beautiful, humble sister. This woman, I met her yesterday for the first time. And when she and I both met, um, she felt that I was very familiar. And I felt like she was very familiar. But once we got the geographic straight, because I was like, if you're not from Maryland, I don't know you. And so once we got everything straight with that, it just still, she felt like she wasn't a stranger. I felt like I knew her. And vice versa. She is like a beautiful flower that has bloomed with grace, strength, resilience, purpose. She wants to share her opportunity to conversate with me today on this spotlight. I welcome the amazing Kasha Kay.
Wow. Thank you, Marilyn, with an introduction like that. Like, hey, how you doing? How you?
Yes. So yes,
Oh, it was a
I love
pleasure meeting you yesterday. It really was.
absolutely,
It was.
absolutely. I love the fact that we really just felt like we felt familiar.
We did. We felt very familiar because I was
Mhm.
like, I know you. Your face is. And the funny thing was, we had never met. It was all social media, all Facebook. And so I was like, I think that's the lady that's interviewing me Sunday. I think that's her. I'm not sure, but I think that's her.
You knew,
And
you
I was
knew it.
like, yeah, that's her. That's it.
Yep.
So
You
yeah.
knew. So yeah, it was a pleasure. So one of my first questions, and I know I asked this question yesterday, and you have such a beautiful answer yesterday for this question. So I want everyone to know and share this question with everyone. What is sisterhood to you?
Yeah, I answered that yesterday. Well, for me, sisterhood is the accountability. It is the accountability of people coming together and doing the promotion from within. It's not always agreeing because, we're going to agree to disagree. You know what I'm saying? But it's the ability to recognize the growth in each other. It's being able to hold each other accountable on our journeys, our goals. And it's also the ability being able to sit, not just when it's public, but behind the scenes when no one else is watching. You have that person. And I think that yesterday was definitely a visual, a live visual of what that looks like amongst women that are growing together and have seen diversity. And um, we were all at different levels in our life, and we were able to come together and listen for understanding, not so much a response, but for understanding. And that means a lot, especially with women, because I think you touched on this yesterday when you were speaking. Like, we have so many things that we tackle day to day, right? And we often feel like there's no reassurance in that journey. So you get you that sister that's able to not only reassure you, like, this is just a moment, this is just a second, and they walk with you. They
Yes,
don't run ahead of you, they don't stand behind you, they walk with you to make sure that you get to that destination safe. So overall, that's sisterhood for me.
that is
Yeah,
beautiful.
that's it.
That is a
That's
beautiful.
it.
Like yesterday, you gave me that similar, but yet today's even better definition of that image of sisterhood, and that's an amazing opportunity to actually have someone that you could call a sister to go through those
Hmm.
things with you. And I love that because it's not all good. It's not all
Never.
good. It's the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah.
Definitely.
So let's beyond the beauty, beyond the brand, beyond the business. Let's talk about the backstory of uh, Kasha Kay. Tell me a bit about you, Kasha Kay.
Well, outside of the brand, I am a mother. I have some amazing children. Um, the journey has been a journey, like, yeah, it's been a journey. Um, the last 5 or so years has been a tremendous journey. So my backstory is I am from Columbia, South Carolina. I've been here, but I have traveled. Um, and I have one, two, three, four. I have like 5 children, three biological, and two that I consider adopted kids, like my love children. And recently, well, not recently, 5 years ago, my toddler, he's now 5, my heartbeat, Jarrell. I If you're wanting to know the gritty, let me tell you the gritty. So I am, as you were exposed to yesterday, I am a recovering addict. And I have about 16 years clean as of today. I also was homeless, and I lost my son in 2015, which prompted the change. So losing a child in 2015, it didn't set me back, but it also started like not a bad spiral, but a spiral of self-reflection, because no mother should have to bury a child. And so I went on, like I went to school. I have an associate's in business management. Um, and the beauty came from, no one knew I was homeless outside of family. Like I didn't feel like I looked like what I've been through. I wasn't walking around just with dirty clothes. Like, I was very big on presentation. And so by the time people realized that we were living in a shelter, we were on our way out of the shelter and into a home. And it's amazing. Some of the ladies from yesterday have been on this journey with me since 2015 till present. But yes, I ended up going back to school. I have an associate's in business management, as I stated before. I started this brand unknowingly. It was something to do after my son passed. So the brand was created out of a tragedy. And just recently, I was hit with tardive dyskinesia, which, we seen episodes of that yesterday and how that looks for me. So now I have a different avenue and perspective of, this is one more thing that I survived. This is one more moment that I've survived. But I'm not the story. I'm not the drug addiction. I'm not the survivor of domestic abuse. I'm not the homeless person. Like, I changed the narrative. At some point, you have to stop living in what you were and start becoming who you are, which is why I can be present today. And it took me a while to grasp that, because please believe me, I told my story enough that that's all people knew. Oh, I think that's the lady that was, or that was the lady that is. And it's kind of like, I got to be something more than tragedy. Like, I don't want to be that person that comes around and all you see is tragedy. That's not what I want. I don't want to be I'm the victim. So aggressively, about 3 years ago, I really put some goals in place and started working adamantly on becoming the woman that I knew I was. And I'm also doing this at a time where I'm in my 40s. So beauty is different all the way around. The lessons that I have learned are very different. So I changed the narrative. And that's how you got Kasha Kay. That's how you got the woman you met yesterday. And I like that for me. I actually, now I love that for me. And I love that for the people who are in my life, because they don't get the person who wants to stay stagnant. They have a different version of her. And I think she's beautiful. I think she's a wonderful person.
You are lovely. You're absolutely lovely, genuine, and just so, like, you're so sweet. Like, I mean,
Oh, thank you.
like, your spirit is amazing. I've met many people that I've connected with on social media, and
Okay.
they're one way on real life, REEL, and then a different way slightly in real life with the A, REAL. And you are exactly just the amazing, sweet, kind person that you are on both. And I think that's such an amazing thing. Your heart is amazing. Again, we
Thank
just met, but
you.
I'm real recognized real. So,
Thank you.
um,
I try to be out, like, I'm not perfect. Like, I'm far from perfect, and we all are. And
yes.
I think what happens is social media gets a version. I will post me, and without a filter, with a filter, hair standing on top of my head. Like, I just genuinely am a goofball at heart, but many people don't get to see that. And yesterday, what you saw was a person that was in her circle. That was my safe place. And there, you don't have to put on a front in your safe place. Like, that environment we were in allowed us to come in raw, unkept, snot nose tears, twitching,
Yeah.
and just it just allowed you to be who you are. So I am what I post, and I am what I am here. Like, and it's not always put together, you know.
Yeah.
Um, but overall, it's the same. It's the same. That it
Yeah.
is.
Now let's talk about Press About Me. Let's talk
Oh,
about
my
Press About Me.
baby.
Yes, your baby. Let's
Hey,
talk about
my
that.
baby. Okay, so Press By Me started off strictly as makeup, right? And I couldn't really do it on nobody else at first. Let's be clear. I had some people walking around here orange from 2015 to 2018, but I think people was just giving me a pass, you know.
Yeah.
Um, and then one day, my sister, and I give her credit for this, she said, "Put a price on it."
Mm.
How am I supposed to charge somebody for something I really don't know if I'm doing right, you know? And so I started studying and I started getting makeup books and I just started really watching YouTube. And, you know, back then we didn't have a lot of creators that looked like us.
That's right.
Um, so I was learning from people that weren't melanated as we are. I think I can use that word safely.
Yes.
And so I started exploring and then I started charging and I was only charging like, I think I seen a post where I was charging like $30. $30. And I did that for years, years. And then I was getting better. And I started my signature, which was the stuck brow. I am good with chemicals. Like people don't realize that. But I like to mix up ingredients and see how it works. And I created this thing called stuck brow, not like the tint that people have now, but it's actually a formula that I put on your brows so your brows wouldn't move under any conditions. And I started using that when I started doing makeup. So that became a thing for years. And so after the stuck brow, I went through like the cut crease era, the bold look eras, and, you know, high glam. And I ran that up until 222, maybe like 2022, maybe 21. And I just didn't want to do it anymore because I remember my grandmother, Mildred, um, she's a classic. And I remember her saying, like, your pictures should never look dated. Oh, dang.
Yes.
All my pictures look dated. Like, I can tell what era I was in all my pictures. And I hated it. Like, I had got to a point where I just wanted to look like a lady. Like,
Yes.
I didn't want to spend all day doing my makeup. I didn't want to um, melt away by the end of the day. And that's when my signature look came about. And that's what I'm known for, clean, fresh looks. And what happened, if I'm being honest, Sean from yesterday and Tina Torres and Kia Wan, they actually started coming repetitively for these looks. Like this is all they wanted. And they let me experiment and just try different things. And I ended up going to school and I got my aesthetics license. And I've been doing it ever since. And it's my baby. Oh man, it's been through some changes, of course, but right now I'm in a good place with it. I feel like the clean look, the classic looks, and now the introduction of the glam club for our younger ladies, teaching them hygiene and um, you know, age appropriate makeup tips and things of that nature is really a beautiful thing. So yeah, that's my baby. That's Press About Me. That's what that's my little bundle.
I love it. That was the next topic, the next conversation is Glam Girls Club. So you
Hmm.
created this spinoff or addition to your brand, and you are dedicating it to young ladies and teaching them, like you said, hygiene. So how has any of the Glam Girls or any one of them unknowingly changed you?
I can't say.
Okay.
I can't say. Um, the reason I can't say is this is very new.
Okay.
Literally, it's like a month old.
Okay.
I dropped it about a month ago. And what happened is we went to an event and we seen young ladies. And what we feel, and when I say we, myself and Monique and a few other people, we talked about this is our young ladies are not necessarily primed in the hygiene area anymore. And we notice that just amongst our conversations. So Press About Me didn't have anything to offer young girls outside of nails. But I do understand hygiene. I do understand chemical balance. I do understand what it's like to be that kid that doesn't really have because of whatever it is at home.
Yeah.
So originally it was supposed to just be like hygiene packages. Well, let's be clear. It's no good to buy somebody a hygiene package and they don't know really what to do with the items that are inside of it. So you have to be able to teach them. My first event was Friday, and it went very well. It held 16 young ladies. And though we taught them how to apply press on nails, because I apply press on nails, we also talked about how to maintain yourself. Like, what does it look like when you get up in the morning? Are you brushing your teeth and washing your face? And we discussed things about personal hygiene.
Yes.
And a lot of them didn't know. And the surprising part is these girls are older. So as a whole and as a community, I feel like being able to get them the things that they need and teach them these things would be a great asset. And that's how all this came to play. So I can't answer that. What I will say is I'm excited about it. And I don't necessarily have a full plan, but I do know there's going to be more of it. And there's going to be more awareness for what the young ladies need. Now, it's not to say that our men or our young boys are less important. It's just that our young ladies need a little bit more attention. And I don't see anyone really tagging into that area. So that's how it came about.
I agree. I love that part of your contribution to community, because everyone is not raised under supervision or under the guidance and the impression of basic hygiene. Like
Correct.
before we get to all this beauty and all this good stuff, right? There's a
Mhm.
foundation.
Yeah, you better believe
Like
it.
it's just a fundamental foundation of things. And you're right. It's I think society and social media has taught our young women, young girls how to, cornrow maybe and apply makeup and nails versus the, like you said, the foundation of hygiene.
I'm a backtrack. I don't really think it's social media per se. I think what social media does is everyone's a baddie. And I'm gonna use baddie as the term. Everyone's a baddie. Everyone knows how to be a baddie. But do you really? Because you know, you can't be a baddie and not understand how to get there.
Yeah.
Like you just can't. And I don't classify as either or. I don't. I feel like I'm a classic look. I'm probably not ideally what a baddie would be, according to the young girl, like she told me, so I get it. But I can definitely tell you what your hygiene is not right. I can definitely tell you in private, like I don't want to, it's a safe place here. And a lot of people won't tell you that they don't have the deodorant at home. They don't have the wash at home. They don't know that you're not supposed to go back to front or however you want to put it. They don't know these things because we're not taught these things. And coming from I did not have that problem per se, but it's a lot of stuff that I've learned just by watching mature women feed into younger women that you do understand a young lady does need to know how to properly wash. A young lady does need to know that you got to wash your face every day, brush your teeth before you go put 3 tons of makeup on that. Let's be clear, we're going to get that right too. But let's start with the basics.
Yes.
So I figure if we get the basics together, then we can teach these young ladies instead of being baddies. Let's just be a young lady who looks attractive.
Right.
Let's bring back some of that.
Yes, right.
And that works for me. And that works for the people that have shown interest in what I'm doing.
That's right. Absolutely. That's the foundation. So I love that. So through your journey of building others' confidence, your confidence, being resilient, handling challenges and juggling them, what is any type of situation you've come across that created a day, a time, a period, a season of self-doubt?
I go through it now. Let's be clear. when we see makeup artists, I'm not the average makeup artist. I am in my 40s. I twitch on one side of my face randomly. I don't wear a ton of makeup, if I wear makeup at all. And I am trying to convince you to trust me with your face. That's not standard. Like, I go through it a lot. Like, I'm I'm good at what I do, but I also know that I'm not ideal in the beauty community. I'm awkward, like, but I'm aware. I'm aware that I have awkward tendencies. Um, and this is the most that I have gotten out and celebrated my awkwardness. At some point I just embraced it, like it is what it is. And I love that. But however, it's doubtful. I have those moments when I'm not being booked consistently. When I am in a room and these young ladies have cut creases and they makeup is like, oh my God, beautiful. It's just different from what I do. I don't, and then I'm older. Like, I'm competing with younger ladies in their 20s,
Yeah.
late 20s. And they're just more knowledgeable of what that looks like for their lane, where they are. And I do hit brick walls. Like, there are times when I just have to say, you know what? This isn't my arena. This isn't the client for me. This doesn't fit where I'm going.
Yeah.
This isn't my targeted audience. And that's okay. Um, I don't think self-doubt ever stops. I just think the way you perceive it stops. Like, I had to shift my mindset. Instead of me saying, oh, this didn't work out for me, this isn't for me, this isn't ever going to be this just isn't where I'm supposed to be. My
Yes.
turn coming. And I turn that and I spin it and I just work harder. And I've seen a difference. I've seen a difference in my clients that I receive. I've seen a difference in the financial aspect of it and the growth that it's put in me. Because the person that you met yesterday wasn't the person that was standing here 5, 4, even last year. I'm not the same person that was standing here. So doubt never goes away. Let's be clear. We all have some type of doubt. And we all have to stand in a room where we have to give ourselves a pep talk in the back of our head, like, I deserve to be here.
Yes.
They're not going to run me up out of here. Like, you just got to learn how to talk to yourself.
Yes. You're right.
Yeah, I think, talk to yourself.
That's true. Absolutely. So let you finish this sentence, right?
Okay.
Beauty is
Me. I'm sorry. Is that a good answer? No.
that's a sentence.
All right. Okay, so let's see. Beauty is powerful.
Mm.
Let me tell you why. I don't care how much you want to sit here and say presentation doesn't matter. It matters. When you walk on your job, you have to be presentable.
Yes.
When you go to that event, you want to be presentable. What I have learned for spending 3 years unpresentable is it changes how people treat you. And if you don't believe me, try it. Go to the hair. The best place to see how you're going to get treated when you're not presentable is the hair store. Let me tell you why. Go in the hair store. Don't have on a wig, don't have on no makeup, and have on your clothes from yesterday. Then you go the next day and you have all that stuff well taken care of and see how someone treats you. It's different. I don't care how much we like to say, I'm a great person on the inside. Don't nobody see your inside in the beginning. No one understands that, today may have just been a bad day. And I had a bad habit. A bad habit of just throwing out something and saying, I'm going to the store. It is what it is. No, you're not. I don't walk out the door no more unless I'm done. Like, I might not have on makeup, but I'm going to be presentable. Beauty is powerful. And if you don't believe it, go into an environment where you have to be beautiful and see how they treat you when you're less than perfect. And I'm not talking about a quick run to the grocery store. Like, even when you're handling business, you notice it is a difference when you are presentable versus when you're not. And I'm sorry when people say it doesn't matter how you look, it does. It matters how you look when you go to that child's school. It matters how you look when you go to the bank, when you walk on your job. And I'll never forget during a dark time, I was going to my job, the same job I have now, but I wore a ponytail, right?
Mm-hmm.
And my sister said, I know you're not going to the people's job looking like that. Like, what you got going on? Why you looking? And I was looking at her like, this all I got in me. This is the best I can do. And not every morning, but a few mornings, she'll call and be like, what you got going on, man? It was that accountability to do something
Yes.
different, because I'm sitting here with the attitude like it is what it is, but it affected my business too. Because
Yes.
when I was walking around looking like that, and it's no, I mean no harm when I say what I'm going to say. When I was walking around looking like nothing, acting like nothing, I wasn't getting nothing. And the moment I shift my perspective and started walking like I had something and I was something, I started receiving things in return. I
Woo.
am no longer a believer in it is what it is. No, it's not.
That's right.
You take 10 minutes and put some effort into what you're doing, and you're
Yeah.
going to see how it changes how people approach you, how people treat you, how your money come in. Because beauty is power in a lot of ways.
It is. You're right.
A lot of ways.
You're right. That is so true. And it really pulls into my next question. What would you say to those? Because so many women feel like just the foundation, which is hygiene, and then, of course, the taking the time and being intentional with their look, whether it's a gloss, just grooming your brows. Um, a lot of us makeup wearers get backlash from women that said, "Oh, I don't wear that. I think makeup is just horrible." What would you say to
Uh,
those women?
okay. I'm not going to say nothing. Okay. It ain't for you. It ain't for you. I'm not going to sit here and defend me wearing makeup. Listen. Okay. That's cool. Don't. Like, I don't have nothing to say to them women. I mean, different strokes for different folks. I'm not going to say nothing because I believe in skincare.
Yes.
And therefore, since I have a good skincare regimen, I can walk outside and not wear no makeup. But I'm not going to let you sit here and talk to me differently because I have on a face full of makeup. I'm not going to say anything. If that works for you, ma'am, I appreciate your moral support. Let me go live rent free in your head about how you're going to talk about me for the next 5. I'm not saying nothing. Monroe,
Yes.
I'm not saying anything. I'm not justifying me wearing a face full of makeup. Okay, it's not for you. Next. Like, I'm not doing
Love
that.
that. Absolutely.
I'm
Next.
not saying nothing.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's true.
Just- no.
Because I've heard women, seen women post like, shame on those who have a red lip, because red lip has been so
For
taboo.
whores. For
And
whores.
shame on those who wear lashes. Shame on those who take
Okay,
time.
now hold on. Let me run it back about these lashes. Now hold on. Hold on. Hold on, friend. Hold on. I'm with people on and Sean, if you are watching, I apologize in advance because you wear yours well. It's just not my thing.
Mhm.
I don't want you to fly away. It's simple. I don't want you to fly away. I like full lashes. I like lashes that complement your eye shape. And when it comes to lashes, I'm going to tell anyone. I see the post.
Yeah.
And to some extent, I get what they saying, but I don't feel like you should shame nobody for it.
Yeah.
I understand where this post came from. Okay, it's a lash called 25 millimeter, 25 mm or whatever, right? And those are some big, long lashes. You could not see people's face, and it actually took away from some of the look.
Mm.
And I agree. I'm sorry. I agree. I don't wear lashes. I very rare put on a lash. I believe in a great mascara. However, when my clients come here, they get lashes and they get whatever lashes they want. But I encourage them when they put on the lash to put on the lash that accentuates your eyes. And if your eyes cannot handle that type of lash, I'm not going to do it. I,
Yeah.
I agree. I'm sorry. I had to run that back, Monroe. I agree with the lash thing, but I do not agree with shaming. I don't agree with
That's,
shaming. And
that's
red
right.
lipstick look real good. I'm sorry. Red
Yes.
lipstick, that ruby woo can be worn a lot of ways. It- no, no, friend. The lashes, I got to agree with social media. I'm sorry. Uh, mm-mm.
So we can do a quick, fun, rapid fire. Never
All
done this
right.
before. You are just so fun, and we can do it. So
Okay, let's
lipstick
try
or
it.
lip gloss? Lipstick or
You
lip
said what?
gloss? Lipstick or lip gloss?
Gloss.
Okay. Brows first or foundation first?
Foundation.
Okay. A 15-minute glam or a natural beauty?
That is 15 minutes for me. So I'm sorry. They both one and the same. It's 15
Girl.
minutes.
Sneakers or heels?
Heels.
All right. And one question: what is always in your purse?
Perfume.
There you have it.
Perfume. That's it. Perfume. Monroe, hold on. No, and I'm sorry. Okay, so listen, you can do brows first. I just want you to know that. Like I do foundation first, but you can do brows first. Okay. Just
Well, clarify that.
yeah, I needed to clarify that.
Okay.
Because I just
Okay.
did a video where I did them first and I didn't want nobody coming.
Don't come for her. Don't come for
Please
her
don't. Please don't.
at all.
Please
At all.
don't.
So let me just drop in and say who is watching and who is supporting and tuning in and laughing and cutting up just as
Okay.
much as we are. We have a
Okay.
lovely Yolanda on. We have Sister Shawnee, Dr. Shawnee Ward on. We have Sherry Edwell Rice. And we
Hi.
have Miss Barr
Hi,
that
Miss
is
Bar.
watching. Yes. And we have Pastor Moore. She is watching as well. And so many others. Miss Carter, thank you so much for tuning in. Yes, and supporting your girl because she is super dope and
And
amazing.
Alexis came
So
out. You came out. I appreciate it. I really do. I really appreciate it.
absolutely. So tell the good people of SwagHer magazine and all the people that are tuned in that has been living under a rock that doesn't know who you are. Tell them where to find you.
You can find me on Facebook under Kasha Kay or Press About Me LLC. I am also on TikTok and Instagram in the same. I am located in downtown Columbia, South Carolina. I am home based, and my links are on all of my bios. My specialty is natural glams and soft girl looks, and I do create custom press on nails. And that's it. That's where you can find me.
And that's it, y'all. So thank you so much. Thank you so much, KK, for coming on.
Marilyn. I know.
You
Thank
are a
you. Thank
blast.
you.
You are a blast. I think we need to
Appreciate
do like
it.
a
Thank you,
whole
Marilyn.
season of podcasting. But thank you all for tuning in and supporting your girl, both us and KK, Kasha K. Make sure you
Thank
look her
you.
up and make sure you book her because she is booked and busy.
I am.
Okay.
I am.
Yes.
Please use
Yes.
the site. Please use
Yes.
the site.
Absolutely. Remember, God loves you, and I do too. You have an amazing Sunday, and ta ta.
Ta-ta. Thank you.
Bye bye.